Hello everyone, I want to share my approach to creation these beautiful fluffy stylized trees. So first of all, each tree consists from two parts. It's a canopy part and its trunk part. And the all magic happened in this top part, in canopy part. And to start creating this tree, I want to show you how it works. Here you can see all magic happened in this shader. And the main part for understand for now, it's this part with leaf texture. Here you can see if we change it, the leaf shape is also changed. And here is all magic happened. So first of all, we need to create this texture. For this, we need to go to Photoshop and create 1K texture. Here you can see the sides of my canvas. We need to fill it in black color. And all we need now is to create leaves. First method to create this is here. You can choose one of these shapes, like this. You need to choose white color. And now you just need to duplicate this shape as much as you need it. Like this, and to fill this canvas in such way. Another way to do this is go here to custom shapes, choose a flower, for example, this one. Be sure that here is white color without stroke. Then we need to rasterize this layer and just overpaint these black lines because we don't need them. So we need only the shape. And then we start duplicating these flowers. It can be helpful for you if you want to create a tree in blossoms full of flower, like this. Another way to create this, you can search on the internet the shape of leaves like this. For example, you like this one. We can just copy it, faster, and magic wand, select. And now we need to have this in white color, so we just go here, color overlay, white one. And here we have our leaf, and we start duplicate it. Like this. One more time, maybe a bit smaller, like this. All magic happens here, so try to experiment with this and to achieve the interesting visuals for your trees. For example, we like this one, and now we need to save it. We will save it as PNG. Let's name it and now we need to add to Unreal Engine. To do this, we need just drag and drop here. That's all we need. And now, if we will change the leaf texture, you can see that our tree is also changed. Look, very nice one. Okay, let's bring it back. So, next step is creating this canopy. top part. We need to go to TreeIt program. Here you can see it. You can download this program from their official site. It's totally free program. You don't need to pay anything, and I will leave this link to this website in the description of this video. So, first of all, we start from trunk part. Here we can change trunk count. I usually use 3-4 of them. It means how much of this trunk do we need from the beginner. Here you can see trunk length. It's the length of the trunk, length increment. It's how much the difference between the length of each trunk count. So we can make it like this and make it a bit smaller. Okay, then we can go to quickness. How you can see, it's 3. Now you can see them. You can play with all these parameters to achieve different looks, but for us, it's okay. We can back to the tree, slide it to and click it here, edit joins, and we will change it here. It's faster to make it like this. We will rotate them a bit. For example, this nice one. Then we need to turn it off. Here we have a base tree trunk. Then we go to branch part. We add middle branches and then small one. And don't forget to reduce segments to save. Well, it's just for optimization. If you will use this trunk in the engine for a game. So okay, it's quite nice. Then we need to go to leaf part, and it's the main part for us. Scroll here to the texture section, and we need to load texture that we created before. Here it is. Okay. And then we go back to leaf section and we start to add in leaves. It's not very nice one, but don't be afraid, everything is okay. Then go here and you can find leaf length and leaf width. Let's change it to 75. 75. These parameters need to be the same because we have square one. Okay. Then go back to leaf count. And here you can play with different canopy shapes. But the best one is here, this one, front or front cross. But for me, the best one is front. And also you need to check for smooth tree that here, tree shading, leaf smooth mode is 3. And that's all we needed. We can see that from this side it's not very nice. We can add more. Let's go here and add a bit more branches. Now we can see that we have more. Maybe a bit more. Okay, it's quite nice looking. And that's all. Now we need to save this tree. We go to File, Export, Export as FBX. And go here. Let's name it tree. That's all we need. Now we go back to Unreal Engine. And we need to export this tree. Here, just drag and drop. And be sure that combine meshes is turned off. We don't need it. We need to import them separately, trunk and canopy, and then we plus import. And here we have our canopy and our trunk. Now we need to add our shader to this part. For example, let's take this one. And to add it, just select it and drag and drop. Let's open it and add our leaf texture here. Look, very nice one. For this one part, you can use it or not. For my trees, I created another way. I create this spline in Maya and then sculpt it with brush. But anyway, this one is also okay. You can add simple material to it, for example, like this. And let's add it to our tree. And here is our nice looking tree. As you can see, you can play a lot with different shapes, leaves. Okay, let's get back to our small one. Very nice one. Okay, and now the last part is how to create this shader. Here it is. That's all we need to create. I will not explain all this in details. I will just tell you what I use to create it. So first of all, this main node, you need to change blend mode to masked. Don't forget to do this, and that's all you need to change here. Next step. Let's talk what we use in base color. So, first of all, we need to create this color node. To do this, we need to tab 3 on your keyboard and click to empty space. And here we have this node. To convert it to parameter, right mouse button click, convert to parameter. Let's change the name to color. And now we have the same node. To change the default color of it, we need to go here and change it. So, if you can see, they have the same name, so they work the same. Next stage is we need to create multiply node. To do this, we just need to click M, and here we have multiply button. To create this one, this is called parameter nodes. To do this, you need to press S, and now you can see it. Then you need to add hue shift node. To create it, just click right mouse button on a free empty space and start typing hue shift, and here you can see it. Then lamp node, just press L and click on empty space and you will create it. So vertex normal node, the same one. Vertex. Here it is, vertex normal VS. Next one, breakout float components. The same one, just start typing. Here it is. Add node, just click A. Multiply M, power node. Here it is. And this one, node called -1. Here it is, 1 minus, -1. And that's all. All these nodes is created like this way. You just need to type S and click, or number 1 on your keyboard and click. So, the base color, this one, it's the color of your lips. And all of these nodes adds a color variation to our tree. Hue gives us different shades, and these nodes plays with normal and give us also some additional shapes or some additional colors. All these parameters we set up as 0. Don't forget to change names. Here we need to plug in parameter 05, don't forget to change this. And here in Hue Shift, don't forget to change slider max to 0 to 1. It will help you. It's helpful for me to make it simpler. So I suggest you to do the same. And that's all we need to create and plug into base color. So roughness node is 1. You can change this parameter as you want. It's make your trees more shine or less shine, more wet or less wet. Then we need to plug in opacity mask. As you remember, we already created it. To do this, we need just drag and drop it here. And to convert it to parameter, we need to right click on it and convert to parameter. That's all we need to do. And to plug into opacity mask. So next stage is, let's look here on normal. To achieve this nice smooth shading, we need to do this because if we will remove this, we will see that all our trees became black and not nice. That's because our normals looks on different direction. And here we plug in it back and everything became nice again. So what we have here? Just 3 nodes, two-sided. Just click two-sided side. Here it is. And to create this one, you need to use 3 in your keyboard and just click. And here in parameters B, we need to set to 1. And here we have the same one. M, just multiply M on your keyboard and empty space. And plug into normal. So here in emission, we can see, do you know that effect when sun shine to the leaf and it became more transparent and it became more transparent. So if you can see here, if we change it, our tree became more shiny. I will change the material to a bigger one to see it better. And here you can play with color. For example, like this. And a bit less. As you can see, it pushes everything to from center to the other part of the trees. And to create this, first of all, we create parameter node S and click. It's 0. Then we create this node. Just start typing. And here it is. Then saturate. Saturate. To create this one, we just need to click 3, convert to parameter, and change the name of it. Then multiply node, M and click. This node also S and click and multiply, and that's all we need to achieve this subsurface scattering imitation effect. The last step we need to make is this one of the biggest one. It's billboard setup and it's simple wind setup. And we will plug it to world position offset. So, first of all, we create text coord node. Texture coordinate node, here it is. Then one minus, here it is. Multiply, subtract, multiply, append, all these nodes just type and you will find it. To create all this node, to create a vector1 node, you need to type 1 and click. To create vector2 node, you need to type 2 and click. And to create vector3 node like this, you need to type 3 and click. Here we set up 2, 1, -1, 1, and 0, as you can see. Then transform vector node. Here it is just transform. It is our node. Normalize the same. Normalize. Multiply. Here is also parameter 1. Here you can duplicate this transform vector node. Vertex normal VS node you can use from here. It's the same one. Then multiply, add, multiply. And all of this will plug into additional VPO in simple grass wind. Here you can choose all these parameters is change the leaves size. From the beginning they all set up to 0 and then we will play with them in our instance material. So that's all we need to create. For a simple grass wind node, we just plug in all these parameters, the same as here, just S and click to create parameter node. And then we will plug in the world position offset. And that's all shader that we created. After that, we save it. As you can see, everything created from billboards. After that, we need to create material instance. We go to our master. Oh, I forget, to create the material, you need to click right button, material, and you call it master material tutorial. And when you click to side of it, you can start creating material. So we need to find our master material, right mouse button click, create material instance, and here we have it. I already have all of this. It's all material instances. And we can go back to our material instance and to take a look on all setups we have here. First of all, you see this leaves is a bit too small. Better to create something bigger. And this one is too big. Oh, this one is nice for this bush. Okay, first of all, color. We can change the color of our bush on that colors we want. For example, orange one. Hue shift. Here you can see that we can change some color variation to it. Here we can play with other color variations, how smooth they will be, and also this one. Look, very nice one. Then we can play with the word size. It's the sizes of our bush. For example, I want like this. Then we can play with opacity mask. No, we already played. Maybe like this or not. Then It's our emission parameter that imitates subsurface scattering. Maybe like this, and here you can change the parameter. As you can see, the shading of this tree is changing. Let's leave like this. And the wind setup. More windy, less windy. It all depends on your preferences. And that's all. Here we have our nice looking tree. Very nice one. You can play around with them more. And here you can see all other trees on the ground. And all these trees was created only using one kind of part that I rotate and change the materials and sizes of them. And it's easily because you can create different trees just changing some shapes like this and add trunk. Here, and now you have one more beautiful tree. That's how it works. I wish you good luck with your trees. Hope this tutorial was helpful. Enjoy the process.